This is an introduction to Cinema4D. Maxon Cinema4D is a high-end 3D animation program. We're going to start with the interface. This main screen in the middle is your display screen. That's where you can see what you're building and what it's doing. On the right, we have some panels. The first is objects. That's where your objects will show up. Materials, that's where you'll build your materials. And attributes, those are characteristics of your objects. And the bottom is our timeline, and we'll get to that when we start to animate. Go up to the very top menu. We have some icons up here, little pictures, and they show you some of the things you can do. This first picture with the arrow and the circle is just a selection. The next one over, this is a move tool, so we can move our objects. If we want to scale our objects, that means make them larger or smaller. We can use our scale tool, which is the next one. And the last one is our rotation tool, if we want to rotate our object. Oh, and don't forget this curly little arrow over here. This is our undo. So if we want to undo something, we can click on it and it will undo your last step. Let's get started. We're going to start with some objects. So if you go to this blue cube, hold your mouse on the blue cube and it will bring out this menu. In this menu, you can grab anything you want. Click it and it'll appear. I'm in rotation, so I have these rotation bars. These are ribbons. Blue is Z. If I grab my Z axis and rotate, it's going to rotate on that axis. If I grab the red axis, which is X, it'll rotate on that axis. Notice they turn yellow when you grab them. That shows you that you have them. And my last axis is my green axis, which is Y. All axes are X, Y, and Z, just like geometry. So if I want to scale this object, I go to my scale tool, grab out in space somewhere, and hold my mouse down and drag left and right. And that will scale my object. If I want to move it, grab my move tool, grab an axis, and move it where I want to. It's always best to move with an axis, not just randomly. You have more control if you grab an axis, and it only moves it in that one direction. Red is your X, green is your Y, and blue is your Z. You'll notice that on the right, over here under objects, when I built a torus, it came in over here. If I want to get rid of the torus, I click on it and hit the delete key on my keyboard. Now, you need to experiment. Go up here, hold your mouse on the blue cube, grab some objects, put them into your display window, and move them around. Scale them, rotate them. To get the other one, you got to go to the object menu, click on it. You can rotate it. You can move it. And you can delete. Experiment a little bit. See what you can do.